you got there?
The new T-Roc. You'll just want one. Volkswagen.
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back, sadly, for the final time this weekend to the Bay Games Unstoppable 2020 edition. I'm your host, Ed Morrison. It's a pleasure to have you with us once again, or if you're joining us for the first time, it's a late entrance you're making, but welcome. I hope you have enjoyed your weekend so far. Well, as I said, we're coming to an end. Yesterday we had the team competition. Yesterday we had the individual competition. 5 events going down, 4 in a row, plus a floater workout, which could be completed at any time of the day. And the same is true for the team competition, which is being performed today. As per usual, we'd like to give a massive thanks to our support, and IT Base Camp have helped us make this weekend possible. Of course, Undefined Media have always been a support of the Bay Games and have been amazing this weekend, ensuring that the show runs smoothly. And if I do say so myself, this certainly feels like one of the smoothest run productions we've had. And we hope that you feel the same way. For the final time this weekend, I cross to my good friends Matt and Alethea Boone. Matt, how are you?
Yeah, hi Ed. Good to be chatting again. And I can't believe that we've reached the end of the weekend almost. It's crazy, huh?
Absolutely crazy. And what a weekend it was.
Absolutely, and you guys have almost seen and done a lot of the workouts. How do you think our athletes will be feeling at this stage? The team workouts obviously very similar to the individual workouts. It was a big load of work that they had to undertake.
Yeah, look, it was. And look, we were fortunate enough, as you know, we had the last live stream. We were down at Evolve Fitness, a local gym where we train actually. And the general feedback was that event 1, anyone I was speaking to said event 1 they found the toughest. In terms of, it was the longest for sure, but they found it was the hardest or the toughest, whereas event 2 was just unnecessary. That's the word I'm going to use. There were some other expletives used, let me tell you, but there were certainly some very happy, satisfied athletes, but there were a lot of weary faces and looking forward to having a shower and maybe having a beer and some food and yes, but at the end of the day, very happy. But yeah, what did you think, Alethea? You obviously were chatting with different athletes.
Yeah, I got the same consensus from everyone. I think having the endurance event at the beginning with that long time cap was actually really great to see. Everyone got a decent amount of work in. And then even with the other workouts, everyone got a fair good chunk of work. Normally some competitions, you don't feel like you've come away done work in a team competition, but this one, everyone had a fair go and it really challenged every single competitor, and that's what we like to see.
Absolutely, and I can attest after doing yesterday, the first workout that Matt was referring to, I did that early morning yesterday and then I walked into my garage only to see my rower again, and I quickly fell to the ground and began shivering, but was able to get up to begin this broadcast. One thing that would have been exceptionally handy for me this morning after that 5,500 meter row would have been the Hydrogun. And Matt, we've had phenomenal support all weekend from the Hydrogun team. I don't know how you've gone today, keeping the battery life going. I know you absolutely chewed through it yesterday. How's the Hydrogun going today?
Well, we, to be honest, it needed a charge mid-afternoon because the thing was just getting handed around, wiped and pummeled. Well, the athletes were getting pummeled technically, but no, the Hydrogun team have been amazing. And I have to say, it's been lovely really observing the feedback and the reaction to all of the athletes who have been having a go with it over the course of the weekend. And, high quality, quiet, and when we talk about the baby elephant, it's like being trampled on by a baby elephant in a good way. People can relate to that. So amazing support with an amazing product. And in fact, why don't we take a look at the Hydrogun itself? Pretty sure you'll agree that is a sexy looking bit of kit, and it's highly effective as well. Well, we have given away 4 of the Hydrogun kits so far this weekend, and we are about to pull the 5th name out of the proverbial bucket. But before we do,
Just kidding.
the suspense is now killing us. For those of you who are not lucky enough to have your name pulled out of the proverbial hat this weekend, Hydrogun have put on an amazing deal. It's already a good price at $3.99 Australian, but there's a further $50 off for the Bay Games athletes or their entourage, and that offer's valid until the end of Tuesday, I think 9 p.m. Tuesday night Australian Eastern Standard Time. And all you have to do is go to hydrogun.com.au and use the checkout code TheBayGames50. All right. Before you place that order, it might be you that's about to win the last kit. So, Alethea, dig deep. Here we go. Let me take that off for you.
Take that away.
And the lucky winner.
No way. We have Pip Peters.
Hey, Pip Peters. There you go. Pip in New Zealand, in Christchurch, from CrossFit D-Day. Absolutely awesome.
Brilliant. The Kiwis could do with a bit of cheer up this week.
Absolutely. So, Pip, if you're watching this, congratulations. If not, we're going to shh. We might keep the Hydrogun kit. What do you reckon?
Oh,
That's
safely.
not true. You'll get an email, Pip, and we appreciate your support, and with Grant as well, and everyone at your end. And I hope you guys had a great time yesterday in the individuals common. In fact, I think, Pip, you may be top of the leaderboard at the moment. Obviously, all results are still provisional, but I'm pretty sure that you're sitting at the top at the moment in the Masters division. So if that stays the same, congratulations.
Absolutely, and I like the way you told Alethea to, dig deep, like she was working out, but she was reaching into the, Anyway, moving right along, we're going to talk about what they get in terms of the winners. So this is not a prize draw. This is what our winners will receive. And this year and moving forward in Bay Games events, there's a particularly special prize being awarded to the people who are lucky enough to finish at the top of the leaderboard. And of course, I'm talking about the black and gold podium finisher t-shirts that are on your screen right now. These are from Unbroken, and money cannot buy them. Now, what's special about this is that if you see somebody wearing one of these, you know for a fact that they are a podium finisher from the Bay Games. Not even the Bay Games staff, like Matt, Alethea, myself, can get our hands on one of these unless we go to the Bay Games and win. And I think realistically only Alethea would be capable of that, not to take anything away from Matt. But the reality is, to get to that spot, not only do you have to be exceptionally fit, you have to adhere to all the various movement standards. And Alethea is going to chat to us briefly about how the judging has been going, because of course there's videos upon videos to truck through to make sure that all those top 10 scores are valid. Alethea, how has it been going?
Yeah, Ed, the video review is still in process, and it will be in process for the next wee while. Some of the athletes have been having a bit of issue uploading their videos and inputting their scores. If you could just be a little bit more patient and keep trying, and if there are any issues, to make sure that you contact the headquarters so that they can help you out and try and rectify the situation. But yes, everyone adhering to the movement standards, it makes our job so much easier. So I found that a lot of the teams were able to refer to the information sheet and listen to the demos, and they really did a good job. And they actually pulled us up on a mistake that we made with announcing the movement standards. So I'm glad that everyone's paying attention. Keep doing that and keep keeping your movements clean. It makes the integrity of the competition just that much better.
And I have to ask, because we've had the bat phone all weekend, Matt, did anyone call and ask for Batman, or were they all just movement standard calls?
No, the residents of Gotham City have been active this weekend, but that's okay. That's why we had the hotline in place, and I have to say, people have been very patient. We come off a broadcast and might have 12 calls backed up, and we returned every call and apologised for any delay, but everyone was super cool about it and had good questions, and we're appreciative and offered all sorts of thanks for a great weekend, and that's ultimately what it's all about.
Absolutely. A wonderful initiative to have that available in an online competition. Now, Matt, if you can't get your hands on one of these gold and black T-shirts, the podium finisher, if you're in the top handful of athletes, what you will get your hands on is a Time Birds timer. And we've been talking about these all weekend. What a remarkable piece of kit it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We really can't wait to get our sticky mitts on them. At the moment, Yeah, we're going to get an update from Julian, one of the co-founders, about the production process they're in. But they had the most amazing Kickstarter campaign. They raised over $1 million US, and I think that's a testament to the thought and the design of the actual unit itself, how they've marketed it, how they've reached out and made sure that everyone understands how it works, what it's all about. And it really is an elegant solution to an ongoing problem that has been a reality for many everyday athletes around the world and professional athletes around the world for many years now. So we're really excited to get our sticky mitts onto them. And in fact, I had a chat with Julian the other day, one of the co-founders. Why don't we listen to what Julian had to say? Hey, Julian, great to have you with us. How are you doing at your end?
Hey, Matt, good to see you again. Yeah, good, very good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're well, thank you. We're well into the weekend of the Unstoppable Bay Games, and just wanted to, I guess, check in because a lot of our audience were aware of the amazing result you had with your Kickstarter campaign around the Time Bird Timers. If you want to just tell us a bit about how that felt when it closed and you saw the final results, how was that for you and the team?
Amazing. We had a call with Ross and Karen, and we were actually looking at the final numbers together, and we couldn't believe what had just happened. We were expecting to raise maybe $200,000 to $300,000. To call this a success. So raising $1 million US it's just amazing. So yeah, no, it was a really, really good result. We are in the top 0.5% of the Kickstarter projects of all time. So it's a really good result. But yeah, now we've got the pressure is on to deliver. So yeah, it's been pretty full on since the end of the campaign.
Oh, you just place an order with your supplier and it happens, no?
Yeah, well, that's probably what everybody thinks it is, but it's a bit more complicated than that.
A loaded comment. But no, I mean, congratulations. Look, none of that happened by accident. It was clearly a very well-considered product and also a very well-executed Kickstarter campaign that gained a lot of momentum, and quite rightly so. We're super excited to get our sticky mitts on them. And for sure, look, we also a massive thank you to you and the team for coming aboard with the Bay Games, and in this case, the Unstoppable Edition. And I know we're already talking about the future as well, but for now, we really appreciate your support and are excited that when they're available, the podium finishers from this weekend will for sure secure themselves a Time Bird Timer. So it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll make sure that the winners will get their timers first with the first batch of production coming out this December if everything goes as we've planned.
So we are officially jumping the queue.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell.
No, fantastic. So look, the idea was just to touch base and, I mean, all joking aside, without putting a gun to your head and committing to a date, generally speaking, the Kickstarter campaign is successful. You've now also gone into the production phase. Whereabouts are we at?
So we'll be getting the first and final production samples in about 2 weeks from now. Those will be assessed to make sure all the fine details are all right. And if we are happy with everything, then they will be sent. We'll actually make more, and those will be sent for all the regulatory testing, compliance testing. And yeah, that's going to take a bit of time to make sure that we ship products that are safe all around the world. And once we've got the stamp, we'll be ready to mass produce and ship the orders pretty much right away. So we're not too far away. December is still a realistic target. So yeah, we're hoping to start shipping across probably the mid-December, second half of December mark.
Fantastic. So yeah, maybe the first owners will get them even before Christmas, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Fingers crossed.
Exactly, that's
Fingers
what
crossed.
we're trying to do. Yeah.
Because let's face it, certainly with my background, I understand very well the complexities of applying for approvals and so on with electronic devices and so on. So it can sometimes be a frustrating game of hurry up and wait. But anyway, in this case, hopefully not. Hopefully not. But well,
right.
That's fantastic. And I know that you're already thinking about some future evolution of the product. Are you willing or able to share any snippets or gems with us, or do we have to wait with bated breath?
Well,
I've put you on the spot now. We didn't talk about this before.
Yeah, no, exactly. Both unexpected. I'd rather make this product really good first before starting to talk about the future generations.
Yeah, sure.
But the good thing is that we've had many feedback, very constructive feedback from what people have seen already. We've had many suggestions from our backers on Kickstarter. So we'll try to consolidate all of this to make sure that we're taking as much as possible into consideration for the next generation. But we certainly have very exciting plans for the future for Time Birds. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you again for being part of the journey with the Bay Games so far, and we look forward to the future with you guys as well. And for sure, wish you well with all the hard work that's going on behind the scenes that perhaps not everyone sees, but it's very real. So go well with that, and we'll check in again with you in a few weeks and just see how it's all going. Thanks ever so much for your time, Julian.
Absolutely, no problem. And yeah, looking forward to chatting again with you. Thank you.
So there you go. You heard it from Julian's own mouth. So the podium finishers of the Bay Games 2020, the Unstoppable edition, will be getting their Time Birds out of the first production run, which is very exciting. For those of you who have been living in a cave this weekend and haven't seen the Time Bird timer yet, why don't we take a look at it?
Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
Her messy colors. I love it when you.
And what a brilliant piece of kit it is that our athletes will be receiving who finish on the podium, the Time Birds timers. Now, let's quickly take a look at the provisional leaderboard, and please understand that obviously there's still scores to come in and videos to be validated, but if we can briefly look at who's on top of each division, so the all-female intermediate, we've got Epic Jilt on top, and if we look at the all-male intermediate, then the leading team there is WWTD. I'm guessing that's the acronym for the team members. If we look at the all-female advanced, then the Carb Loaders, I love that name. There's always great team names in these competitions. The team to beat there. And if we look at the mixed intermediate, we've got Team Evolve on top with very consistent performances, 4 seconds and a first at the moment. And if we look at the mixed advanced, we've got Tribe Black, in fact, on top. So, of course, those results are still provisional, so stay in touch with us and we will make sure that we get the final results sorted as quickly as we can. Wow, what an amazing weekend it has been. I'd first of all like to thank you, the athlete who is watching. It's a remarkable season of sporting competition, irrespective of the sport that you play. But if you're involved in the sport of fitness, it's been one that's been really rattled by the events of 2020. To continue this event and to move online proves that, in fact, you are unstoppable. Of course, if you're a judge watching, we'd like to thank you. It's been a remarkable effort from our judging team to make sure that every score is valid and every rep that count should count, and the ones that don't also don't count. And that's not always an easy job. In fact, it's a very thankless task, but it's a necessary one if you're to have a competition of the standard that the Unstoppable Bay Games 2020 has been. Of course, we'd like to thank the broadcast team, a remarkable effort from Jim Wild and Miguel, the team from Undefined Media. They have made our lives as the presenters this weekend incredibly easy. And finally, I'd like to send a deep thanks to my two co-hosts, one of which has been doubling as the director of the Bay Games at the same time, and the other one who has been doubling as the head judge. So I've had the easy job. I've just had to be here, our host. Matt and Alethea, I'm going to cross to you one last time to say thanks. Do you have anything for our audience, both of you?
Yeah, thanks, Ed. It goes without saying, I mean, to simply echo all of the appreciation that you've just dished out, and certainly to my co-host at this end, Alethea, it's an absolute privilege to have you part of the family and to have you on board as the head judge, and you just bring so much to the party in every sense. So thank you ever so much. We really appreciate
Thank you. I always appreciate being a part of this and just seeing all the everyday athletes just give it their best shot. So congratulations to all competitors as well. I am truly inspired just by seeing all your videos. So I can't wait to see more.
Absolutely. It was really a joy to be there this afternoon and just get a real sense of, again, what it's all about at the end of the day, to see people throwing down, competing teams, supporting each other, having fun, sweating, smiling and suffering together in the best possible way. But certainly a huge thanks as well to who you can't see on camera at the moment, but the judging team are hard at it, reviewing videos as we speak, and they're going to be going late into the night as all of the different results and videos come in, and I suspect there might be some mopping up to do tomorrow as well. And of course, we still have athletes out in different parts of the world. For example, we have the UK and the US who are still working their way through some of these workouts. So really exciting stuff from all of us here at Bay Games HQ. A massive thank you to the athletes and to their supporters, of course. Let's not forget their supporters. And we can't wait to see you for the next Bay Games event.
Thanks so much, Matt and Alethea. Well, team, in a very strange year, there's going to be a lot of different things that we'll remember, but I don't think any of us are going to forget times like this weekend where it was obvious that we made the effort to be unstoppable. We've made a huge focus throughout various competitions this year, the Grand Slam and the Bay Games Unstoppable, to promote the fact that physical and mental health is both assisted by exercise, whether that be just training or competing. So for those that are looking to be involved, keep in mind that the Bay Games 2021 is only around the corner, and we'll have more details on that. You can still join us on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for a results show. We look forward to seeing you there, but until then, be brave, have fun, and lead by example. Bye for now.
So, your T-Cross, does it come in orange?
Don't think so.
It comes in orange. The new T-Cross. You'll just want one. Volkswagen.